Yo! Yeah, no. I'm just trying to keep this one short. So what do you see in me? I'm simply feeling like I have understood certain things simply by looking at how people react to me. I have a very strong perception of myself simply because I have spent so much time on my own. But there are things that, there's this, I cannot get who I am from looking into one of these glass mirror things. Like, the only way to find out who I am is to observe myself, first of all, when I'm alone, and then look at the choices that I make. And then, second of all, by seeing how people react to me. So, that's the real mirror, right? Seeing how people react to you, and then spending time with yourself and seeing what comes natural to you. That's the only way to find out who you are as an individual. And if you look at yourself and you're obese, and sure, you can take videos, you can record yourself, but what if that is really you? You can position your face in a way that it looks like to people, oh wow, super sexy. That's what you like to portray with a selfie. Or most people do. Please love me. That's what it actually says. Please love me, Am I not pretty? Can you not love me? Please like this image. If nobody would like it, I'm sure they would stop giving. But what's the point? Who even likes that? Well, people who like to run away from themselves, which is the whole point of this entire society. It's drowning in shame, and we're using it to run away from ourselves and to spend time with content that we think, is completely unrelated to us in a certain way. It's weird. Well, everything you do is a complete representation of yourself. I just take one look at you, and I'm serious about that, and I see who you are right at this point. And I have met very few people who actually manage to change. It's very hard. Changing is very hard. And I keep saying it's like gardening. You have to look at the stuff that you want to keep, and then you have to look at the stuff that needs to go. But what do you see in me is, well, what do other people see in me? Nobody has ever really told me what they see in me or what they think maybe my purpose is or anything like that. People have told me things, but nobody ever came forward and said, you're this and you have to do that. So I had to see it for myself by simply looking at, let's say, the women that were interested in me, like what kind of women, why these kind of women, who came to me by themselves, law of attraction kind of stuff. So if I look at this image, well, the middle finger to me is just a boundary, right? Stay in the middle, you can say to people. If it triggers you, then you're unbalanced, right? That's just the message. I know, golden earring, what's that for again? to me it would just be a nuisance. Okay, the bird kind of like reaching out, the elephant actually blowing air into its own face. Right, all these things doing whatever they're doing, and then this kind of like cheeky blue-eyed guy, cloaked, looking right into you and seeing it all. But what does he do with it? Well, I don't think people really know how to deal with me. I just had a run-in with my neighbor. I don't know, she comes and tries her little mind games and gossips and that kind of stuff. And you see it and you know it. And you just ward her off. Just say, what do you want from me? I will give you no more information about myself because you're just gonna use it for gossip. So there's people who aren't really interested in making peace. They just want war because they're, an imbalance on the inside means you're kind of at war with yourself. So yeah, what do you see in me? Well, how do I know?